Alright, hello and welcome to a Mass Effect 1 playthrough. I am Kroganwar22. I am the lead developer on Mass Effect A New Destiny, which is a total conversion mod for Stellaris. This is not Stellaris, though. This is Mass Effect 1. I need several screenshots from the games for different events, portraits, things of that nature. So, now that it's past N7 Day, I decided to throw a bunch of mods together. You can see Tali there, she's from Children of Renoke. And we are going to play a playthrough of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, heavily modded from mods, new and old, from the community. So, this is pre-recorded. So let's get started as soon as I decide to hit start career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection.
So we have a
Secure
couple different
connection
options here. We could
confirmed.
go male, female, the defaults. The defaults are kind of boring. You know, they've been done before. So we are going to make a new character. And we are going to make a custom female. Name's Jane, because why not?
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected.
The game starts
Please
out by
reconstruct
asking you,
profile.
what background do you want?
Confirm pre-service
And while these
history.
aren't really all that relevant in the future of the trilogy, I mean, in this game there's a quest for each one. These bottom two, Colonist and Earthborn, they don't really do anything for later in the trilogy. They just they have the one quest in one, and then they're kind of pointless. So we are going to go Spacer, which, while minimal, it still has stuff later in the trilogy that we will see going forward. Next is our career.
Confirm psychological
This one
profile.
matters even less than the background, if I'm honest with you. Some of the characters in one will refer to these backgrounds over the course of the first game, and then it's kind of forgotten about. So, that being said, I think for the roleplay I want to play, we are going to play Soul Survivor, which is Shepard basically had a traumatic event. They are the only survivor of a bad battle, and then they kind of carry on from that, and they have a reputation from that battle. Okay, now class. Because I'm disabled, this doesn't really matter to me all that
military
much.
Specialization.
The bumpers pull up the power wheel. I can't really do that, so I'm probably going to be soldier. But you'll notice from some of the mods I have installed, the classes are pretty different. Weapon restrictions, power restrictions, all sorts of stuff that were not in the base game are now in the mod. I've played the games before. Don't worry, this is a spoiler-free playthrough, but I have a bunch of different bonuses for having played the games before. Again, it's not really going to matter to me all that much, but I think I'm going to go Tactical Cloak, just for funsies. Might be able to use it later in the trilogy. Now, base Shepard's face. Her lips,
Confirm facial
Botox-centric.
identification.
Very unrealistic, so we're going to make a new face. BioWare is notorious. Now look at that. That is a crazy face. The hair is wild. I know a lot of people have criticized the new Dragon Age game for bad character creation, but lordy, you could go all the way back to the Mass Effect 1 and make some real potato-looking people. But we're gonna see what we can do. The game gives you a bunch of different sliders for different options. So what the face looks like, as you can see there, they're all pretty similar. Skin tones, though, you can have some wacky skin tones. Like that is very dark and looks very unrealistic. You could have red. No, I'm sorry. What human is the color red? That's just wacky. And then complexions, there's not a bunch of these. Shepard is supposed to be a young blood in Mass Effect 1. So I'm gonna go with the base complexion. Head's neck. We're gonna have a thick neck. Don't know why, I just think it fits the armor better. The collar, at least. Face size, you know, not too big a face. Maybe somewhere around the middle. Since I am using a controller, sometimes the settings will flick further down than I want them to, and so I just flick back up. Cheeks, you know, I've never liked cheeks in BioWare games. They look kind of creepy, kind of Grand Moff Tarkin-esque for the Star Wars fans here. So I'm turning those down, even though it can create even more potato-y looking people. Gaunt, definitely don't want to remind us of Grand Moff Tarkin. Even though now she has kind of a bloated face. Ears. Making it kind of flat to the face there. No pointy outy ears for this Shepard. Want to be able to fit in helmets. Jaw, okay. So chins, I know in the new Dragon Age, the chins are way more wild. But again, this is just a thing that has always been in BioWare games. I'm gonna go with the middle-ish again. Kind of middle of the road, hopefully average-looking Shepard. Then the jaw, we could go really narrow, or Giga Chad. Jaw, we aren't gonna go Giga Chad. We're gonna go very, very, hopefully somewhat realistic jaw. Mouth. The thing I wanted to make a custom character over to begin with. Boy, that is a wild mouth. Yeah, I think it's the lip thickness, honestly. BioWare just pumped in a bunch of Botox to all the lips, men included. So now we're doing depth. Oh boy, duck face. We don't really want duck face, do we? Nah, let's go in the middle here. Width. Really wide mouth, no. Kind of narrow mouth. I'm trying to be normal still. Lip size, yeah, oh, too thin. Kind of middle of the road again. Seems kind of like what I already had, but yeah, we don't want too thick, too thin. Height. Nope, that looks weird. That looks weird. Kind of just again middle of the road. Nose. I always have a hard time with noses in any BioWare game. I don't know what it is. They're just too wacky, hard to get right. You know, Dragon Age Inquisition had kind of a, not a slider, but almost like a four-way slider. Let you affect different things. And I can't decide if that is better than this, because Veilguard had something very similar. just turned out not great. So, I don't know which is better. We're just trying our best here to make a natural-looking being as best we can. I often turn the head in different directions to see what Shepard looks like at a different angle. Hair, something always important in a role-playing game. What kind of hair do you like? Even back in 2007, there were some wacky hair colors. But I think we're going to go with red. For some reason in this community, red is just the typical color for female Shepard. I don't know where that started, but we're just going to follow that trend. And there is a mod that adds hairstyles, so some of these are modded, but I'm only using the hairstyle mod for 1 and not 2 and 3. So I'm trying to limit my hair to vanilla options, which is why we're going to go with just that standard original Mass Effect female Shepard hair. Brows. You know, going through this, I didn't like any of the options. To be fair, I think they're, you know, either drawn on, like Liara later, or they look like a unibrow. I think a part of the problem is I skipped eyes. I realized after this that I skipped the eye shape, and so the eyebrows are just way too high above her eyes. Colors, again, go really wacky with it. See, can't make up my mind. So I go back up, realize the eyes were missing. And so now I'm working on eye shape. Again, some of these eye shapes, I question whether BioWare has seen a living being before. You know, because some of these eyes, like, those are very big, those are very wide. And then we've got kind of narrow eyes. I think I settle on these. Eye height, you know, trying to get it closer to that eyebrow. Width, are they too close together, looking weird? Or are they too far apart and also looking odd? We're gonna go in the middle. Eye depth. Hey, are we bulging Shepard? No. Are we a sunken Shepard? No. Middle of the road. That's kind of the thesis of today, is middle of the road stuff. Brows. I do not want to be a Neanderthal. You know, I'm a soldier, yes. Neanderthal, no. Height. We want the brows and eyes closer together than they were before. And then eye color, we're going to go with green. I'm going to go with green, just red hair, green eyes. Maybe stereotypical, but, you know, most Shepherds, female Shepherds, have this kind of look to them. So now that that's done, we're going to go to makeup. And I flipped around with these. You know, some of them are okay. They're all kind of subtle. And I ended up saying, you know what? Shepard is a soldier. She's probably not going to be putting on makeup every day. But that's probably the last thing on her mind. Lipstick, you know, none of the colors really worked for me. So again, Shepard is makeupless. We're going practical. No wackiness, Shepard. since Shepard is a war veteran, I thought a scar of some sort, should be on her face. I looked around a bit. There are some interesting ones. At least they aren't like Andromeda scars that look more like ketchup stains than actual war scars. If you've played Andromeda, you'll know what I mean. So I kept going through, and I decided on this kind of stereotypical scar to the cheek, scar to the lip. This Shepard has seen some shit. She has seen some stuff, and the scar kind of reflects that. So there we go. We have our Jane Shepard, a sole survivor,
Profile
and a
reconstruction
spacer.
complete.
Don't know what I was thinking here. We're just kind of sitting around. Maybe I had a drink of water or something. So, difficulty, we are going to be on normal. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I am not a try-hard.
Confirmed.
This is just fun, enjoy the story game. So, normal? Auto level up? No. I want to control who's leveling up and how. So, we're leaving that off. Classic mode, so that we can have the whole level 1 to 60. If I switched it to the other mode, it would only be 1 to 30, and then it would not carry over to 2. And I have played this game before, so I don't need a tutorial, so we're going to leave that off. That said, there are now mod settings that I'm going to flick through, but you aren't going to see that because there are some spoilers in there, so we're going to cut, and when we come back, we'll be in game.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
I don't know if Everyday Aliens are calling it Mass Effect, but okay, game.
The Arcturus Prime relay is
Already
in
you'll be
range.
noticing some mods if
Initiating
you
transmission
played the
sequence.
trilogy, but if not, this just looks kind of interesting.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
There she is.
The board is green.
Don't always be scared. It's
Approach run has begun.
trying to maneuver between those spinning rings to get my ship in the Ezo ball core thing. That seems like a dangerous job.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
So like I said,
Yeah,
this
that is
Shepard
the
has
official
seen
story.
some stuff. They're
Only an
professional.
idiot believes the
They're a
official
sole
story.
survivor. So we're going to do that.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a
But you
debriefing.
aren't a total jerk, so
You get that, Commander?
middle of the road.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
The Captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Told you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
These inspectors are always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down in engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run?
You know, to defend Presley here a little, the first contact war only happened about 30 years ago. So him being distrustful and kind of worried that an alien is on the ship, he's not that unrealistic. In fact, probably more humans throughout this first game should be kind of sus of the aliens. So, you know, let's not be too hard.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh, we got stuck on the wall there.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders for a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You know, I like to imagine Shepard's maybe had a friend that was like Jenkins. He died.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you.
So
Don't
we
do
kind of want
something
to
stupid
discourage
to
him
mess it
from
up.
being a hero.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more,
Goodness me for what?
Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it
seems
onto the ship ASAP.
I'm glad he'll be
Nihilus will
around for a
accompany
bit.
you to observe the mission.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need
Space hand. Space tentacles. Let's hope this isn't Japanese hentai.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold
I
at
always love that little
38.5.
jaw twitch.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
Okay, we're going
Tell
in.
Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander.
Space
You're going in.
tentacle thing.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you
That's
coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
You know, since the Normandy didn't
are
park all
approaching
the way
drop
down,
point
I wonder how much injury Shepard had to their knees. They're having to jump, like, what, 40 feet?
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
No sign of Nihilus. Damn, he's fast.
Okay, so we are gonna level everybody up first. There's a bunch of different skills here. They've been changed through some of the mods that I installed, so those that have played Mass Effect before may be a little disoriented. Every game, every RPG game, you should always invest in speech persuasion first. Talk your way out of situations. Sukaden here, he is a kind of a wizard. He has essentially magic powers. So we're going to level that up. And Jenkins, I assume, is our tank. So we're going to go with increased health here. As well as some bombs, you know. Who doesn't like bombs?
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry,
Yeah, those
they're
things are
harmless.
kind of ugly looking.
Freaky looking things, aren't they?
I like how in Mass Effect not all the aliens are cutesy humanoid beings. We've got very weird-looking things, too. Shock absorbers. That is a armor thing to help with damage reduction. So we are going to give that to our tank, Jenkins. Even more armor, more protection. Trying to get our bearings. Oh dear, that's a body.
Oh God.
What did happen here? Whatever it is not good.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Jenkins, take point.
Oh my! Okay, so, yeah, our tank, something not very good happened to our tank. That is not a good start to the playthrough. But it is also a good way to show that in Mass Effect, people die.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
No one is safe.
Aye, aye,
in Mass Effect. Your choices matter. Jenkins could not have been saved, no matter what we do. He is a guaranteed death. It's some janky. Mass Effect 1 is janky gameplay. A lot of pipping and back and forth.
Got some burned-out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Thank you, Caden. I'm gonna sneak around the corner there and shoot that one. Oh, there's another one. Caden got it again. Hopefully he sticks around longer than 5 minutes. See, that doesn't seem very fair. Jenkins, he got killed immediately, getting shot by one of those things. This person here, she took a shot to the back, and her shields absorbed the hit. Maybe some plot armor here. Alright, classic damsel in distress. Let Caden do most of the work.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Give me a status report, Williams.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Since Jenkins died, it might be a good idea to take somebody with plot armor along with us for the road.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Now, Mass Effect 1 is known for some gaudy pieces of armor, but luckily a new mod that came out this year allows you to equip armors while still keeping the appearance of whatever you like. Now, for some reason, I had an assault rifle now. I'm actually very happy about having an assault rifle now. I don't usually switch weapons out because it is the left bumper that cannot be reached because of how I play. Just leveling up here, getting refamiliarized with the skill tree, which is all new to me.
Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer.
Now, since I am modder for Stellaris mod, and I do need pictures of certain items, we're going to be pausing occasionally to get those photos. This will probably end up being a building for the Geth, the Dragon's Teeth. And for what I do for that, so I take the picture here in photo mode. When this stream is over, I take it out, I cut out all the background kind of image stuff, so the rocks, the trees, cut that all out, and then plop it into Stellaris for a building. Kind of a morbid building in this case, but you know, the Geth are unfortunately not the nicest beings on the face of the earth. Or galaxy in this case. So once again, I am not used to playing with a assault rifle. It's a lot harder to get to than in 2 and 3. So I kind of spraying and praying a little. Just the liberation nature of being able to kill things at a faster speed. Plus Mass Effect 1 AI is not the smartest, as you can see there. Geth are just kind of hanging out in the corner, not doing much. Always take goodies, whether you keep them for actual weapons or make them Omnigel, which will be important later. Again, investing in speech. Always a good way to go. Leveling up their personal class, each party member's personal class is also good. Helps them help you.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Let's get moving. Williams, where's the camp?
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out.
So I'm trying to get to this crate, and I forgot. I already looted it just a moment ago. Weapon back out, just in case.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
Yikes.
What did the Geth
Zombies.
do to them?
Something probably popular at the time of release. You notice that this rifle is 3 bursts. In the original Mass Effect, that was not a thing. All the assault rifles were fully automatic, but mods have kind of injected guns from 2 and 3 that have different firing modes. And I do appreciate that, keeping everything consistent. Okay, another pistol. And some credits. Then we got a grenade. That'll be helpful later. So, unfortunately, things have changed around a bit with some of the mods. Decryption used to be a skill to unlock those, but now it is just electronics. So, I cannot hack certain doors until I get a squad mate that is good with electronics.
Saren.
Nice.
Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Well, who could have expected the Sith lord-looking guy to be evil. Black cape, black shirt. You know, people that wear black are always the bad guy. Usually in sci-fi stuff. Whoa! Now that is probably the big tentacle space creature thing.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah. So that's terrifying. More combat. Further range this time. Since I still have the assault rifle. Maybe a little easier. Zombies. You know, you think they're not that threatening, but that explosive pulse thing that they do can really hurt you. So it is best to kill them from far range, if needed. Picking people off. You have money and XP for murdering people in this game. Don't know who's paying you and how they keep track of that, but we'll go with it. I like money. There was another locked door over there I couldn't get into because I don't have electronics. Well, that's not good.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the normal.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You ditch work, then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone else.
I don't even have a gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and die? I couldn't save them. Nobody could. It was horrible.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went.
You know, I always wondered why they weren't more suspicious of that guy. You know, the player sees Saren kill Nihilus, and so, yeah, sure. We know that that guy had nothing. But you would think that the characters would have more suspicion of that guy. Shooting grenades, always a good way to kill enemies. There's a big boy over there that we can see, so I'm gonna throw some grenades in there to hopefully soften him up. You notice my party isn't doing anything at the moment. Mass Effect AI is kind of dumb on both sides. That guy takes a lot to take down. He threw 3 grenades over there, and then still had to put a couple bolts in him before he went down. Here so that the AI is also aggressive. It gets up off the couch and does something. Ashley just died there, and I almost died. If I didn't have the assault rifle. Whenever somebody gets back up after their death, that means there's no more enemies in the area. So you can relax, put away your guns.
We thought this one was safe until the gas showed up.
I was checking to see if she needed health there, but she did not. So we're going to be on our way.
Set the charges. Destroy
That's
the
not
entire
ominous
colony.
at all.
Leave no evidence that we were here.
Again, evil guy's obviously evil. And now he's floating like a demon of some sort.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted.
Thank goodness Shepard
Hurry!
is also
We
a
need to find them all
bomb
and shut them
defusal
down.
expert, or else this game would have been, you know, over in 4 minutes. Instead of the next, what, 30 hours we're going to be together? And that's just Mass Effect 1. Ooh, another level up. Okay, accidentally took cover there. And like in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you actually have to hit a button to enter cover, rather than just walking up to the wall. You'll notice Caden now has very little health. And he's dead. So much for those magical powers. I do keep a track record of how fast I complete this portion. It's usually 3:18, so I am a second off from my record speed of this little section of the game, but I am okay with that. doesn't know how. Oh, nope, here they come. So since Kaiden's back up, the threat is probably over. We can level up, maybe look at loot. So how the skill tree in 1 works is that when you invest enough into one skill, it will unlock another. So you can see there for Kaiden, I was trying to unlock electronics because there were some things we couldn't hack earlier. But unfortunately, I figured that out too late, so those 2 doors we passed by a while ago are going to be locked to us forever. But thankfully, we still got some loot from that, a heat sink, which makes more shooting possible. Unfortunately, oh yeah, he's got a better pistol, so we can give him that. She doesn't have anything better though, so Ashley is still lootless at the moment. I'm gonna look around a little, but I don't have much hope just because we are still too low on electronics. Yep, same story over there. Same there. Oh, but look, that crate is unlocked. And there are some guns in it. I'm going to see if any of those are better for anybody. The Banshee was.
My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
I've never seen a ship big enough to leave a landing imprint like that. Not in our fleet.
Yep, that does look like a big bomb. You know, if you ever see a ship landing, you don't want it to look quite like that. Here I was considering using that building for the Stellaris mod, but I decided against it.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
It is never a good idea to go towards creepy glowing objects. You know, tell your kids, tell your wives, that if you see something creepily glowing, don't rush up to it. Other people will have to save you. Oh boy.
Shepard!
A lot of red
no,
flashing images. I don't think BioWare themselves have ever, like, described what any of those actually mean. We'll get more of the image later, but as far as I know, those visions were kind of scrapped together at the end of development.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. they managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
It is hard to take her seriously.
One of the humans may have used
with the
it.
outfit she has on. Or him, quite frankly. Maybe she should have shopped at the Cato Nemoidian shop for wacky hats.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
Probably not good.
You had us worried there.
Probably not great.
How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
I expect better of you, Lieutenant. You endangered the entire mission.
Don't be so hard on him, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked
I don't
it
like
cold.
being a jerk.
Williams and I had to carry
So,
back
you know,
into the
even though
ship.
Shepard is upset that the mission went wrong, she believes that a mission should end at any cost, she's not going to be a jerk.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading.
I never really liked this conversation. Feels kind of forced.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
None of those answers seem fitting.
A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Again, here, why is Shepard so invested? I understand. We'll talk about it in a minute.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close.
You know, I understand.
Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
But just that last bit of that conversation with Anderson, the delivery is just feels somewhat forced, in my opinion.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
Do you really believe that, Commander? After what happened to you on the
there's
cruise?
an example of
Are
the
you
game
saying you only survived because of
registering
random chance?
your previous background.
Aku's was a bloodbath. Even now, I don't know how I survived. I guess it just wasn't my time.
With respect, sir, I think you had somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
So
I need to go
Ashley
speak with Joker.
believes we have a guardian
Goodbye,
angel.
Commander.
Let's see how that shapes up in the future.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
Yeah,
It's
that
been
is
a hell of a
fine.
shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're unrestricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it.
Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet.
Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain's briefing was
You
confidential.
know, we could have told
Understood, ma'am.
Caden that
Whatever happens, we'll
what
be ready,
happened,
Commander.
but Shepard is more of a career person than she led on. You know, she led a mission to completion all by herself. She respects the chain of command.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Wow. Now that is a pretty view.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is...
That is a shot from Star Wars, actually, that they repurposed at the end of Return of the Jedi. You see the Millennium Falcon flying in the same way.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
I love that Ahmad added those nice hanger shields, because the original game did not have them, and so people were just breathing the vacuum of space. But those were added for immersion.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
I wouldn't say all politicians are bad in this universe, but Ashley does have a point. You'll notice there I'm still too low in electronics.
Allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Please, greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query.
Why do you talk
Is there
so
something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable.
Like I was saying earlier, why do you talk so
with
funny?
sudden changes.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that.
I like to imagine C-3PO and R2-D2
I am very sorry
having a
for you.
similar relationship to Kalen and Din.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
We just don't know it because
farewell.
R2 is always
Good day
censored.
to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
So I talked to the two
Goodbye,
of them
Ambassador.
just to actually get a refresher
Yes. Good
on
day,
that conversation
Earth Clan.
For maybe traits and civics for the Stellaris pod, based on what those two had to say about their history and culture. It also gives you experience points when you are inquisitive.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
I'll pass.
I apologize if you found my service unsatisfactory. Please submit any complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board. Have a nice day.
Okay. So, Mass Effect 1 does have a fast travel system for certain areas of the Citadel. We will eventually be using that, but I do want to lead people around first time through just by walking. Just to show the sights, essentially. Over here, you'll see the Turian I used for Decius Arterius. He comes from... This is from the Diversification Project. It is a mod.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little
these
about
little
them.
scuttly things known as Keepers like to move stuff around. I have a friend that considers them the best species in the entire game. I have no idea why he thinks that, but you know, to each their own, I suppose. Spidery creatures might be cuddly to some people. Well, what is that? That is a big creature over there. Statue. Please tell us more.
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed.
Wonder if they're that tall.
However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Realistically, as a spacer,
that's all for now.
Shepard should know
Thank you
some
for
of
using
that,
Avina. Have
but,
a pleasant day.
You know, it helps engage the player into the world.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So, Mass Effect 1 has a bit of a loot problem, to say the least. There is so much loot this game gives you that most of the time you are either managing or selling loot. It's a bit ridiculous. And the prices are really high for some items. Now, these licenses are used later on the Normandy, apparently. That is the ship, so I guess we go back to the ship. Here I am comparing shield strength of this armor compared to what we're wearing now. And I do buy it because the shields are stronger. So hopefully Caden here, since he died during Eden Prime, hopefully the little extra shield boost will help him in the future. What is up this way? Dead end. Okay, over there. Another dead end. Hooray! Don't know why this is up here. But, for my mod, there's going to be events involving the Keepers, so once again we're going into photo mode and taking a nice picture of this guy from behind. Or kind of from the side, excuse me, Shepard. Gotta get the perfect shot. There we go. And off we go, continuing to explore the Citadel. Ooh, a bank. I did waste a bunch of my money on that armor a minute ago. Maybe we can invest.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn, My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be many money-making opportunities in this bank. Maybe later. So we're going to keep on going forward.
Hear that low hum? Sounds like
So that statue over there is buzzing for Caden. That is not suspicious at all, since he is like a magic person.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Maybe Avina here can tell us more about the statue.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties,
that you could have a
including incarceration
for
and
interacting with those
rehabilitation.
things.
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
That's all for now.
Alright, so again, statue.
Thank you for using Avina.
Built 50,000 years ago,
day.
apparently. And it is buzzing. For one person. Very sus.
The Council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
So, if you didn't hear that elevator ride, since it was kind of quiet, Ashley is once again expressing her distrust for politicians.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Maybe. I mean,
Good luck,
I am
Shepard.
a human, though.
Maybe they'll listen to
so
you.
I don't know if this council will be very talkative to a human. We shall see, I suppose. This is a very pretty place, though. Lots of trees.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble
Okay,
understanding
so
them.
we're trying to be a part of the council. People think it's highly unlikely to happen.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report.
At the same time,
Seems like he was close
Shepard
to
has
finding
only
something on
met
Saren.
negative targets. So, you know, maybe we need to be careful around this Garrus.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard.
So the
I'll be
Council
over in the
gets a
ambassador's
lot of
office if
slack
you need anything else.
for ignoring the dangers of what is to come. But I want to address this first conversation they have first. If Ashley is done.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show.
From the
They make for
character's
good
perspective,
defensive positions if this place is ever
you know,
attacked.
all the good guys really have is that one dock worker's word that this Saren guy is not to be trusted. You know, I think if you were in charge of the government and somebody told you, yeah, James Bond is evil,
Humans in the tower.
and our proof is a guy that fell asleep
Try not to break
in the
anything.
middle of a extraordinarily traumatic event. You too would probably laugh them out of the room. So we will see how this progresses, but right now I think the Council are not totally in the wrong here.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with
Yes,
his
we know, Ashley. It seems to be your only character trait right now, that you hate politics. Let's see how that develops and why.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the Keep.
Don't get coy. I know what I
is kind
saw.
of silly.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Please do not disturb the Keepers.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the
First
Inkeepers to be
dilemma.
spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the Jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe.
Yeah, in a place like this,
the Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Religions clashing.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn Jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
The CSEC officer is just doing his job. You're causing trouble.
This one is too humble to suggest that the CSEC officer is personally biased. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
But I don't have the points.
What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you?
Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth. However, this one also does not possess the 150 credits necessary to purchase the permit.
150 credits. This should cover you.
This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers. This one will not cause any further trouble for the CSEC officer. This one offers its thanks.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Another dreaded elevator.
of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Here, and it looks even more potato than the rest of the potato-ness of this first game.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good.
Ooh, eyes peeled for Mark. Could it be me? Could I be the Mark? No? No? They don't seem to be keeping their eyes very peeled. Okay, I'm guessing that is a Krogan. Oh, another keeper. Let's get another photo of one of these fellows. Getting multiple different angles. That was easy. Oh my goodness, another bloody elevator.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic
I believe
solution.
originally they were used to hide loading screens. Nowadays they are just antiquated. Something that later games make fun of. I believe this is the last keeper photo, least of the day. We're going to be using these for a situation later, and this situation has phases in the Stellaris mod. So it was important we got multiple screenshots of these fellows. I don't know how they're fixing the station by just hanging out at random terminals, but you know, guess they do. I noticed we have a Turian smoking a classic cigarette. Hopefully the nicotine doesn't murder them. Alright, again, multiple ways to go. The Citadel in this one is kind of a maze. This is a shop section, but since I don't have that much money, I'm not going to go shopping at the moment. Now, who could this be?
Is that really... Wow! It's you! You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Do I know you?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. Oh, but next time
Something
you're on
tells
Earth,
me
I'd
that
love to
man
buy
does
you a
not
drink.
have a
Thanks
wife.
again.
I don't know, something about him. Oh, another keeper. I don't think I take a picture of this one. Nope. So since Anderson said the lower wards, I decided to come back downstairs instead of stay up. And oh no, they gave me a pistol again. I was very disappointed that they got rid of my assault rifle in this portion.
Good to go.
But you'll notice that the squad mates are using new colors added by mod. So that there was a nice consolation.
Those were Saren's men.
I guess we're on the right track.
We do have a level up. Finally was able to get electronics. So whenever a squad mate says, huh, they usually have something else to say. But for whatever reason, Ashley here is not interested in talking to me. So I fiddled with it for a few seconds, and then decided, can't be that important.
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
We'll see how that develops, but seemingly there's a lot of foreshadowing.
Hey there, sweetheart. Looking for some fun? Because I gotta say, that soldier get-up looks real good on that body of yours. Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down beside old Harkin? Have a drink. We'll see where this goes.
I'd rather drink a cup of acid after chewing on a razor blade.
You trying to hurt my feelings? You gotta do better than that. After 20 years with C-Sec, I've been called every name in the book, princess.
Call me princess again and you'll be picking your teeth up off the floor. Now tell me where Garrus is.
Okay, just relax. Garrus, you say? You must be one of Anderson's crew. Poor bastard still trying to bring Saren down. I know where Garrus is. But you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Just tell me where Garrus is before this gets ugly.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why should I believe a drunk like you?
Fine, ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right to your face.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
You know, somebody's creepy as Harkin.
Yeah, good.
It's hard to take anything he says seriously. Hopefully he was right about Garrus. Well, I guess we'll see.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
Actually, I don't know why you're taking that guy's word seriously. Alright, so he said the med clinic is on the other side of the wards. So we're gonna go up and explore some more. See if we can find the clinic.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this mod.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
No promises, but if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander.
You won't regret it. We'll see about that. I mean, we'll see if we're even dealing with crime. I guess a rogue Spectre is crime. But it seems like she was talking about other types of crime. Another keeper. Very pretty view if that one pillar would get out of the way.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station, it's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women.
Very
an
ethnocentric.
ocean called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
When you put it that way, there's no reason they wouldn't like you. I mean, us, humans, ma'am.
You don't take much shore leave, do you, LT?
Alright, laugh it up, Chief. I appreciate the thought, Alenko, but we're on duty here.
Aye, ma'am.
That whole conversation.
I'll walk
Just
back
assuming that aliens value the same things we do. Very naive for this first game. For example, I don't think the Krogan care about the human definition of love. At least from what we know of them so far. Alright, got that. Keeper. I decided against taking his picture. Maybe? No, I did take his picture. Okay. Excuse me, Shepard, again. Different angle. Different environment. Alright, med clinic, here we go.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or... Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Please get out of the way. Giving him those extra shields seems to have made it more survivable, but I guess time will tell. Headshot.
Clear.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the
At
Geth.
least it's actual
she
evidence.
Must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk.
All
If
right,
you hurry,
party
you can catch
select
him at the
screen.
academy before he leaves.
So it looks like there's 6 characters in total we're gonna get. That's interesting. And since we're about to go get another one, I don't think it matters if we take Kaden or Ashley. So I'm just gonna take Ashley.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Alright, so it looks like
Let me take a look at
Dr.
what you
Michelle
have for sale.
sells
Of course.
medical stuff. I don't know where this armor came from. So I'm just gonna sell it for now. When we get more money, we may come back to Dr. Michelle. Why she has a bomb in the back of her office? Don't ask me. We got handy arrows to tell us which way to go.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the ascension from the inside.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the ship, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari fleet combined.
Hopefully she'll never need to use it.
So they are really driving home that ship has a big gun on it. I wonder if that will come into play later. Another keeper.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
We already know most of what he had to say. So no need to ask that guy about it.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
She has a nice curvy gun. I wonder if we'll get anything like that in the future. It's another dreaded elevator.
So Garrus,
I think going forward,
Fighting a rogue specter with
we'll be
countless
using fast
lives at
travel
stake and
a
no
lot more
regulations to
in
get
the
in
next
the way,
couple
I'd
parts.
say that beats CSEC.
True enough. I'd rather be fighting than trusted to somebody else.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Rex is very direct.
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Does this mean you're part of my team, Rex?
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Alright, so now we're going to take the two new characters here. They seem to have motive to go after Fist, and this Quarian character. You'll notice that new characters you acquire get the amount of skill points that you have gathered over the course of the game. He is also a magic type person, Rex, here. Right, so we're looking at our quests. See what we need to do here. Okay, so this is not the last time we've seen the single man. But he's totally single and definitely not married. And I have only found 7 keepers. Oh boy, part 2 is going to be interesting. Oh, there's lucky number 8.
One sec.
Is that a lucky number?
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Whoa, those are things we cannot afford at the moment at a mere measly 500 credits. But I assume we'll be back here in the future. I will take what upgrades I can get though in the meantime. And I have nothing to sell. So Commander Shepard is very poor right now. Let's see what the other side of CSEC has in store for us.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do.
But
But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban. That's the guy who wanted us to scam the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
I love how they act surprised that it's against regulations, even though Chorban already told them that it was against regulations. That said, I believe this is where we're gonna be calling it today. I want to thank everyone for watching this far. I know the audio has not been the best. We'll sort that out over time. Videos will probably come up at least once a week, a couple hours each, as we journey through Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3. But before I go, I think we're going to close every episode off with a codex entry, just to learn a little bit more about the lore. You know, random bits of trivia here and there. So without further ado, here's some trivia.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.